Hey guys, welcome back to B-Roy's BBQ. Today we're doing some smoked baby back ribs on the offset smoker. They're gonna be absolutely delicious, so stay tuned.
Welcome to B-Roy's BBQ, home of some of the truest barbecue methods in the great state of Texas. Here you'll find all your keys to grilling, smoking, and cooking up some of the best food on the block. So if you like the videos, please do me a favor and subscribe.
So baby back ribs. I got these ribs from HEB. Let's get into them. First thing I'm gonna do is come on this underside. Take them like that. I've got some paper towels here. Put some paper towels underneath you so you really don't dirty up your board if you don't have to. Let's take these out. And then that to the side, and then I've got some more paper towels. What I like about these specific ribs is, if you'll notice, the membrane has already been removed. So like they do that for you. That's why I like these. And then also, kind of before we get into seasoning them, I'm just gonna pat these dry, get as much moisture off as possible. These are pretty good looking out of the actual bag. We are going to trim them just slightly. There's a little bit of fat here that I don't want. So with your butcher knife, I've got just a flexible boning knife. You've seen these all over the place. Let's just take a look at these. Really nice and meaty. This is about a 3-pound rack. If you see anything that's kind of like dangling off, just get rid of it. So right here, you've got this one rib. You see how the rib itself ends right there? This is all gonna shrink up. So we're gonna cut this piece off right here. Square that up a little bit. And if you see any like little things dangling here, you can just pretty these up. No big deal. Okay, so very simple to season these. We're doing kind of a very traditional Memphis style today. We are gonna sweeten them up a little bit though, so they're not gonna be completely dry. So the first thing I like to do is, you don't even need to put a binder on here if you don't want to. Like you can literally just go, if you're cooking them right out of the package, you can literally just season them. So I've got my all-purpose barbecue rub down Texas base coat here. I love this rub. It's a great SPG rub. And we're just gonna go looks good to me. Don't forget your sides over here. And then I've got just a Memphis, traditional Memphis dry rub here. This is mainly just for color. Pat that in just a little bit. Let's flip it over to our presentation side. Back with the base coat. Nothing to this, y'all. And you can go pretty generous, even coverage. I've done a few of these racks before, so take your time, go slow with it, and then just lightly pat it in. And then on the sides here, you can just use your board for your excess. Now, let's just check these out. They're looking pretty perfect to me. I might go back with just a little more of this because I wanted just a little more pepper. But now I think these are in good shape. Okay, so I'm gonna set these off to the side real quick. And let me show you guys how I like to place these on the smoker. So typically when you have these baby backs, this is your bone side here. You can feel the bones popping out. So typically what I like to do is put the bone side furthest away from the fire as possible. So basically I've got a baker's rack. You guys that have watched the channel, you know I like using a baker's rack. So I'm gonna put that down right here. I'm actually gonna spray it with just a little bit of canola oil, help it prevent it from sticking a little bit. I'm gonna place my ribs right in the center here, and I'm gonna squish them. I want them nice and squished. I want them kind of shaped like an accordion. You can kind of see from top here, see how they're nice and squished, and like when you put them on the smoker like this, they're gonna cook just like this. So they're gonna come out great. Okay, I think those are ready to go on the smoker. All right guys, the Mo Burger's rolling at 275. I'm gonna put these ribs, I don't know, about a foot or two away from the actual firebox. Let's put them like right there in the middle. And then we're gonna just set them, and we'll check on them in 1 hour. Hey guys, we're about an hour 45 in on these baby back ribs. Let's check them out. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, those are looking great. So the only thing I'm spritzing with today is just some water. I don't want them to get too dark, so I'm just gonna hit them with some water, preserve the natural color. You guys can really see that. You really don't want them to start cracking. I'm cooking these kind of low. We're at like 225, 250, no more than that. Again, just some water. We'll spritz them every 30 minutes until it's time to wrap them up. All right guys, for our sauce for these baby back ribs, today I'm doing some Breggy Bomb spicy swamp sauce. I've got a little, I don't know, 1 quart container here, pot, that I'm actually gonna put on the smoker. So I'm not gonna measure this. I'm just gonna fill up the bottom with sauce, probably about, that's probably half a cup, maybe 1/3 of a cup. And then I'm gonna go in with some honey here. Give it a good generous squeeze. And then I'm just gonna stir it up. And then all I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna take that spiciness and cut it with some of the sweet from the honey. I'm gonna stir it up here. I'm gonna put it on the smoker, and it's gonna heat it up and thin it out a little bit. You never wanna put cold sauce on your ribs. You always wanna heat them up a little bit. So this is gonna go on the smoker for about 20 minutes. And then in 20 minutes or so, we're gonna pull the ribs and we're gonna wrap them up with the sauce. All right, so I've got my ribs out of the way. Look how pretty these are. See how I sprayed them? I sprayed that rack before we put them on, and then I really didn't get much stick at all. So that's good, that worked. So now I've got 2 pieces of heavy duty foil. What I'm gonna do is, what I like to do is take our heated sauce and go about 3 tablespoons on each side. So we got that, doing like that, and then I'm gonna put them down like that, and then I'm gonna just do the same thing on this side. Okay, just a little bit more. And now let's wrap them up. This is not that difficult. There's a few different ways you can wrap them, but we're gonna wrap them like this today. We're gonna take both sides of our paper here, or our foil, and we're gonna wrap it like so. And then on the edges, we're gonna fold those up as well. Same thing here. This one, take the other. Wrap that up. So pretty much it, nothing to it. This goes back on the smoker. This is our meat side, this is our bone side. So it's gonna go back on the smoker like this. Fire's coming this way to hit the meat side, not the bone side. So I'll come back. All right guys, these ribs have been on in the foil for about an hour. Let's check on them. Let's see what we got. Ooh, can y'all see that? Lord. They look really good. They look really close. Let's temp them. Let's temp them. $172 right in the center there. You guys see that? 174, 175. Let's go over to this side. We're getting there. I mean, I could pull them right now if I wanted to. If I wanted like real competition ribs. So I'm gonna let them go just a little bit longer. Maybe another 30 minutes. And we're gonna pull them off and they'll be ready to go. All right, guys, the wait is over. Let's see how we did with these ribs. Baby back ribs, let's check them out. What do we think? How did those look? Those look incredible. Look at the color on those. Wow. All right, so try not to make too big of a mess. Put it in the center of our board. Let's move this liquid out of the way. Being careful not to spill it. These ribs are super hot, but we're gonna slice them anyways. All right, let's go right down the center here. Look at that. What do y'all think about those? Those are gorgeous ribs. Gorgeous baby back ribs. Look at that. Let's go right down the center and let's grab one of them. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. How incredible do those look? Typically I'd let them rest for a good 30 to 45 minutes, but been cooking these most of the day and just decided, you know what, let's just slice them. We're gonna eat them a little bit later, but I wanna do this cook for you guys today, and hopefully you like how they came out. And if you do like how they came out, and you like the videos, and you like the content, please do me a favor and subscribe. It's going to encourage me to make more videos like this, share my barbecue, you know, teach you guys some of the lessons learned along the way from me, and hopefully make everybody, help you become a better backyard cook. Look at that. Look at those beautiful ribs right there. So happy with how those turned out.